My personal preference is really for research that's got an application to the region. There's no reason why anyone in any university anywhere shouldn't be doing pure research without a particular application in mind, because that sort of research is what leads to the most stunning discoveries at the end of the day. But if you've got a limited amount of money to spend on research, then particularly in regional Australia, I think it should be spent on things that have immediate applicability. I don't think you need to have that scientific and professional distance, really. I don't see any reason at all why any researcher shouldn't be actively working with a partner industry, and ultimately that's the greatest potential for a reward. If you look at the sort of examples around this university where the guys have been, the rail CRC is a very good example, where you have a bunch of people working with end users in the rail environment, mining industry and Queensland Rail and the rest of them, generating terrific technologies that are going to make a huge difference locally, but then ultimately are going to make a huge difference globally as well, because those technologies can be exported around the globe. Yeah, I think you should start young. At the moment, and by young I mean primary school. We need to have much closer partnerships between our schools, primary, secondary and our universities, and the industries in the region, so that, for example, smart kids in the local fourth grade at the local primary school can actually understand what the opportunities are, firstly in an industry, and secondly begin to get an understanding of the ways in which they might be able, research or science in general might be able to make a difference to them. Take the coal industry. Obviously that's been a mainstay for this region and will continue to be a mainstay for this region, but it'll only be a long-term mainstay if we can develop the technologies for clean coal. That means high quality research, and basically in Australia, high quality research means organisations like universities and CSIRO. So the work that goes on here is going to be absolutely vital in building that local industry. Science and discovery, the way I'd read those would come back to pure research, so basic research if you like. And I've got no doubt at all that we will continue to build new industries and our existing industries for that matter, based on discoveries that are serendipitous or unanticipated in one way or another. The next bit for me, research and development, are the things that are really going to be the backbone though of economic development in Queensland. So research that's targeted at particular issues like clean coal. How are we going to maintain a coal industry? We're going to do it by developing adequate capture and sequestration techniques, and we're going to make those economically competitive with alternative energy sources. At the same time, top quality research like that going on at CQU in the algal space as ways of generating biofuels, stuff they're doing in the biodiesel space. All of those are the starting points for new industries that will be built on just top quality R&D. I think you've got to bring two cultures together really. Historically in Australia, our industries have been built on our natural resources more than our intellectual resources, if you like. And historically our universities have been more interested in doing basic pure research rather than applied research. We need to get those two cultures to come together so that industry appreciates the value that they can add to their products and services through good quality research, and from a university point of view, so that researchers can appreciate the rewards, intellectual and financial, that they can gain by working with industry. You know, my advice would be not to focus too much. Not most perhaps, but many of the people coming out of our universities regard themselves as being trained in that minuscule little patch that they studied for their PhD or their whatever. What they've really gained from their training at university is the ability to think, to gather data, to analyse it, to act upon it. It really doesn't make much difference which particular patch you trained in. It's the capacity to be able to gain new knowledge and use it that you've really learnt. I think a lot of people look at the opportunities that are available to them in the very short term. So there's a great job going as a truck driver in the mining company down the road or whatever that offers a better income immediately than an extra 3 or 5 years of training somewhere or other. But at the end of the day, that 3 or 5 years of training gives that smart young person the capacity not just to earn an even bigger income during the remainder of their lives, but also to make a difference to a lot of other people's lives. You know, you can ultimately do so much more by going on through a university education than you would have done otherwise. So I think you should give it a shot, by and large.